you seen Usual Suspects?
I think so.
Oh god.
So it was a while ago.
Fucking cocksucker. Give me the keys, you fucking cocksucker.
Give me the keys, you fucking cocksucker.
Give
me the fucking keys, you fucking cocksucker, motherfucker. Hey guys, and welcome to episode 39 of the Up Real 8 podcast. My name is Scott Ellis, joined here by Tim McGavick. You awake, Tim?
Barely this week.
Well, wake up.
I've had a coffee.
A lot to talk about.
5 minutes ago, and it did nothing.
Perfect.
Well, maybe it'll kick in a couple minutes. Also here is Tyler Switolski.
How's it going?
It's going all right. Now that we're all here.
Yeah.
Also here is Adam Franey.
Sup, bitches.
Nice.
I like that.
Keeping it PG.
Yeah.
Let's just run down some of the things we're going to discuss on this week's podcast. As usual, we're going to talk about our last seen movies. No review of the week this week, but we are going to talk about a bunch of news topics that came out, including some possible Blade Runner 2 casting, Batman v Superman deleted scene that came out, and also Bradley Cooper doing a film, script by Max Landis, Jonah Hill's writing and directing a movie, some Doctor Strange set photos we're going to talk about, among many other news topics we're going to get into. So
hold on, we're not reviewing Melissa McCarthy's The Boss.
What's that? What movie is that?
Melissa McCarthy's The Boss.
We're not doing My Big Fat Greek Running 2. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
No.
We didn't have to see
God's Not Dead too. Are you guys fucked?
Miracles from Heaven? No.
We saw all of these movies.
Shit. I don't know what to say, guys. Nothing this week.
Wow.
Ruthless.
Missed opportunities.
If you do want to skip ahead to any of those topics I just mentioned, go in the description box below and you can click on any of the timestamps and skip ahead. And also don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as on iTunes. So yeah, any of that will help support us, definitely. So without further ado, let's get into our last scenes, guys. Anyone want to start us off?
Tim would like to go first.
Tim's really
My
excited.
memory banks is going to die soon.
Right.
Oh god.
So it'd be
You
nice
better
to get
remember
it
fast
out.
then.
Dementia's tough.
Hit you with a little plot
Hits us all.
synopsis. Nice vague one for you. See if you guys can guess what movie this is.
Okay, alright.
I got it. Let's go.
After being told that he is up for a promotion, a man and his wife plot to murder his boss.
Horrible Bosses.
This is the 2015 Macbeth.
Oh
shit.
What the
Oh shit.
I don't think you got any more vague than that.
I don't know if boss is the right term.
I know.
was
So during a
misdirect.
battle, Macbeth is told by 3 witches that he will become the king of Scotland. With only a few people in his way of the throne, Macbeth and his wife plot to ensure the witches' prophecy comes true.
That was amazing.
Wow.
Starring Michael Fassbender as Macbeth,
Nice.
Marion Cotillard as Lady Macbeth, Paddy Considine as Banquo, Sean Harris as Macduff, and David
Macduff.
Thewlis as
Macbeth.
King Duncan.
Duncan.
King Duncan.
What'd you think, bad?
Pretty sure this movie was on both myself and Adam's top 10 movies of the year last year. So.
Most unseen, under the radar gem of the year.
Yeah.
I think. By
He was
far.
number 5 for me.
Holy
That's
Christ!
high.
It was number 9 for me, or 8?
It was 5. I love this movie. So Tim, we really are excited to know.
Does this crack my top 10 list of the year?
Say you loved it, Tim.
Does it?
Please.
I'm gonna just say, it does crack my top 10 list.
Oh.
Yeah, it does.
I think it's knocked out Creed. I haven't decided.
Oh,
I haven't redone my
shit.
list yet, but this is getting a heavy 4.
Ah, baby.
Wow.
Pretty sure that's what I gave it. And it's not quite a 5. But
That's what both of us gave it.
Visually, just like
Stunning.
stunning looking.
Getting you more excited for
Holy
Assassin's
shit.
Creed?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Oh yeah. Some beautiful like slow-mo shots where like there's like Macbeth
Fighting.
is in the center of the screen like fully focused, and behind him is just like slow-mo like sword swinging and
Chaos.
Perfect. It's perfect.
Just imagine Assassin's Creed.
oh yeah.
Such perfect.
Oh.
How'd you find the dialogue? How'd you find the...
Yeah. Could you get past it?
Yeah.
No problem, right?
No problem.
Me too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did you study... Did you, like, read Macbeth in high school?
I know the story already.
So you know it. So that, like, that helped, right?
Really?
There's a few lines, like, it's tough, like, if people have trouble with Shakespeare, this would be even tougher because they do have, like, thick accents.
Quite.
Some of them do, like, Marianne's covering up her French accent, so she's pretty easy to understand, but, like,
She did well.
Sean Harris has a pretty thick accent to begin with, and it's even
Yes, he does.
tougher to know what he's doing.
He was pretty fantastic.
The-
Great facial hair in this movie.
Everyone has great facial hair. Marianne
Great
has great
beards.
facial hair.
Did they take like excerpts from Macbeth like line for line, or
It's
was
the
it-
whole play.
They did the
It
entire.
is the.
They went
it is-
line for
it is
line.
Direct
Yeah.
Shakespeare.
Wow,
Yeah.
I gotta see this.
Oh, yeah.
This is still on my
You
to
do,
watch list.
yeah.
Yeah.
Performances are incredible. This scene where Macbeth like freaks out during like the dinner and just like
Amazing.
goes full out insane. And just like I'm like, holy shit, this is so awkward. It's so
Marianne
awkward to watch
Cotillard.
this. I'm like,
She's trying to like deflect. Like,
yeah.
you're
Everyone else
trying-
is just like staring at him and be like, oh my god, our king is insane. And then Sean Harris is very, very good as Macduff, a man who has been wronged by Macbeth. Quite good.
Great.
Excellent movie. Very pumped to see Assassin's Creed now.
Right? Same.
I also want to see the Snowtown Murders. That's the same guy, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I've heard that's a good movie.
I think it's on Netflix. Actually, I
Yeah.
want to check that out also.
Yeah. Very intrigued to see what this guy does.
Get hype.
I
forget
keep
the
saying this
director's
guy.
name.
I have his name.
Get very.
Justin Vernon.
Justin Kurzel.
That's
Kurtzel,
what I
right.
said.
And this
Exactly
movie
what
was
I
written
said.
by Jacob Koskoff, Michael Leslie, Todd Luizo, based on the play by William Shakespeare.
It was written by all those guys. Is that
That's
necessary?
crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you just need literally just to photocopy Macbeth and like
That's what I thought they
Yeah.
did.
the script.
Slide it under the doors.
Interesting.
fantastic.
It was done a little differently though. Like it wasn't a straight adaptation. Like some of the witch stuff was a little different.
Yeah, they don't have like in the play. I think they're like literally like over a cauldron. That
Yeah,
doesn't
like,
happen. They
it's-
just like appear next to the battle.
But I think all the changes they made were like for the best.
Yeah.
Like for
Plus, like
bad-
the movie takes
adapted.
place in. I mean, the play takes place in like a castle and stuff, but this takes place in like tents, like during a battle.
Because I'm thinking the only actual adaptation I've ever seen was the really weird modern one with Patrick Stewart. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that one.
I heard about it.
Macbeth.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that.
it was very
Yeah, I've heard about that.
yeah.
They do. They do a lot with that Shakespeare stuff where they like try to do it in like modern times, like that
Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet movie, where it's like,
With Leo.
yeah, it's just odd. It doesn't fit.
This one,
Gross.
like, you didn't have a trouble like taking like the lines from Macbeth and seeing it in this.
No, because it takes
Format?
place in like the same. It's like medieval Scotland,
Yeah,
so it fits still. But it's just like it doesn't take place in the castle. It takes place in like tents and stuff. But it makes
Okay.
no difference. It makes more sense actually, probably.
okay,
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you.
interesting.
And the Macbeth's kid is on the short list for the Han Solo.
What's his
Really?
name again?
Yeah, I don't know.
Does anyone remember?
I don't remember.
No.
Who gives a shit? Anyways,
He's in Age of Extinction, Transformers 4,
Yeah, I heard that.
right?
oh, is he the boyfriend?
Yeah. You've
Oh.
seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah.
I've seen
You
it.
mean Duncan's son?
Duncan's son. Yeah.
Duncan's
I
son.
didn't. I said Macbeth's son. I did not mean Macbeth's son.
I was going to say.
Duncan's son.
Duncan's kid. Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
I do forget his name, but he was pretty decent. All right. Who wants to jump in next?
I think I'll jump in
All right.
with my last film I saw.
Film.
Start
Film.
off with a little synopsis that I think Scott may be familiar with. I don't think Tim and Ty are.
Oh, really?
Probably not.
Bad.
In a post-apocalyptic wasteland, a comic book fan dons the persona of his favorite hero to save his enthusiastic friend and fight a tyrannical overlord.
Okay.
I'm talking
I watched this last
2015's Turbo Kid.
Turbo Kid.
Under the radar indie Canadian film.
Quite
Indie
under the
Canadian. Budget was
Directly
like
below
$6.
the radar.
Budget was
Outside the
actually
radar.
$90.
That's Canadian too.
Couple thousand, I'm guessing.
Starring Monroe Chambers as the Kid, Lawrence LaBeouf, and the biggest name, Michael Ironside.
Nice.
That's Michael Ironside as the villain Zeus, among others. Something I don't think I've ever seen before. 3 directors on this puppy. Did you know this,
Interesting.
Scott?
I did not know that.
Francois Simard, Anouk Wissel, and Jon Carl Wissel.
Okay,
He
so
said?
two
Weisel.
people related people.
I think they're husband and wife.
Okay.
Yeah, fully shot in Quebec. It's French, like French
Production.
made, but English speaking. And kind of shows the two leads, you can tell, are hiding a bit of an accent. But I was impressed. I liked it.
You liked it.
I liked it. I don't know, what did you think of this movie? Like, did you like it?
I liked it. I didn't love it.
Okay.
Maybe I gave it a 3 or 3.5.
Okay.
What was the genre of this film?
Well, it's like a sci-fi action comedy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like a weird mix.
Because, like, from the description you gave, it could have been a couple of things, so I wasn't really sure if, like, mentally what
It's kind of like,
there.
dystopian future, slight with some comedy in there.
Okay.
A little bit of drama, but it's not. It's pretty light.
Okay.
It's pretty light. It's not too like deep.
Not at all. It's just, I would say it's like just a fun blast. Just a fun
Lots
ride.
of nostalgia, sort of invoking a lot of other things. Basically, I don't know.
It had the spirit of like an 80s action movie, I found.
Mm-hmm.
And it definitely has an 80s synth score, which, as we know, it's an Adam soft spot.
Yeah.
Loved it. Blew my mind. And the whole, similar to Waterworld, sort of. There's no water. It's kind of like the reverse Waterworld.
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
So everyone's like fighting for like whatever water they can get. And because post-apocalyptic, it's hilarious. Everyone rides around on bicycles. So, like, they're just, like, the opening shot, the main kid's just riding this bike in slow-mo, like BMX bike, and you've got the, like, 80s synth score, like, doom, 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 doom.
See, when I watched that scene, I was like, wow, the score is, like, sick. And then I realized, like, wait, what if I remove the score and I'm watching this? And I'm watching the scene of this kid, like, riding his, like, BMX bike in slow-mo.
Super intense.
I'm like, this would not work.
But the score is there.
It is
so
there.
It works.
So it adds a lot. The score adds a lot.
It totally did. It was like, it rescued the movie for me a lot.
Yeah.
Right? It's definitely, I mean, I didn't love this movie. I liked it, but, you know, it does kind of look YouTube skiddy. Like, the budget is,
it looks like
incredibly low.
Disney XD or, like, live action, like.
Brought to you by Smosh kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
But it's almost charming because it kind of knows what it is.
Yeah, it's not like
trying to be anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it knows what it
definitely,
is.
yeah, it doesn't try to be anything it's not. I thought it was just fun. Like, I was definitely shocked by how gory it was.
Yeah, there's some
like insane gore.
Yeah.
Insane.
Those French Canadians.
over the top.
The main kid, he idolizes this superhero that he reads about, and he, like I said in the synopsis, he finds his armor.
Yeah, his like gun,
Laser arm gun. Basically turns into Mega Man.
Mega Man gun.
And he's blowing motherfuckers
The
away.
gun, it's not like a laser where like it like blasts you like a bullet.
Yeah.
It hits you and it's like you got put in the microwave and fucking blown up.
People just like bursting into gore everywhere.
Like it's like Doom. It's like shooting people in Doom. They just
BFG.
blow up. Yeah, in clouds of fucking
Mist.
like Kingsman.
Yeah.
Oh my
explosions.
I think like worse.
Like, it's not like a purple poof. It's like
Yeah.
organs fucking flying.
All practical too, which I liked. Like
Yeah.
a lot of like blood spraying, like fountains, and just like you said, organs flying everywhere.
Awesome.
At one point, he shoots a guy in half, and his waist up half lands on another guy's head. And the guy's like walking around, stumbling blind. It's like the torso.
They brought in Quentin Tarantino for a day.
Pretty much. That's what it looked like. But it's funny because you've got this like contrast of this light, almost kiddie, fun, fluffy tone.
and then that happens.
It's just that.
He runs into these like Mad Max-esque like goons, like outlaws,
Yeah.
like out in the wasteland, and he's like, okay, and just like explodes people with his laser arm.
So he's just a sociopath going around.
Pretty much, yeah. And he's like, oh, cool! Just like exploding people.
Yeah, that tonal difference there was kind of funny, actually.
Right? Yeah.
Making me rethink the genre there. Like, this does not sound like a comedy.
Yeah.
But it was comedic, like
it's
when
like
it
a
happened.
Deadpool. It had the same energy of like a Deadpool. Just like very light, like outrageous, cartoony
And
violence.
gory as fuck, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Overall, I'd give it, I'd say a heavy 3. Heavy 3.
That's fair.
Some of the, like, The only reason I can't say it's perfect, some of the acting is like shoddy.
Oh yeah,
It just kind of
acting is not great.
Yeah,
It's Canadian
Left
and
something to be
independent.
desired.
I know. Yeah, it just has that layer of like kind of cheese, like cheapness to it.
I remember looking up the actors' filmography in this. I'm like,
Yeah.
what have these guys done before?
Anything?
It's like nothing. It's like
Yeah.
low budget, like TV stuff.
Uh-huh.
So like
It
they don't have
shows.
experience at all.
Yeah.
So it shows, but
But I definitely recommend it. Super fun.
Never heard of
Fun.
it.
Yeah, me neither.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Turbo Kid.
Interesting. Shout out. He's going to kill me if I don't shout him out. Jake McCannell. This is like his favorite movie of 2015. He went like full retard for this movie.
Really?
He came and watched it with me on Blu-ray. He forced me to watch it, Clockwork Orange style.
Really?
It was good.
I remember seeing someone on Letterboxd
Mm-hmm.
rate this movie and gave it a glowing review.
5 and stuff.
I'm not sure who it was on Letterboxd, and I was like, wow, that's interesting. And then I looked at the Letterboxd page for it, and there was all these glowing reviews for it, and I was like surprised. I was like, well, I'll give it a shot. That's why I watched it.
Honestly, it struck me as a Switty flick.
Straight up sweetie flick, eh?
I think you should check it out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Turbo Kid?
I think you would love it, Turbo Kid. To
All
be
right.
honest with you, like when I was watching, I was like, Switty would love this. Do you agree?
Gratuitous
Yeah,
violence.
Definitely.
It's
I
just
think
like,
you'd like it.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a peek inside your mind, just chaos. You know? And it's French Canadian. It's you.
It's me. This is my movie.
Well, I'm gonna jump in next with my last scene.
That's cool. Fuck me, right? Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
fuck you. And the reason is because I got two last scenes.
Oh, you got two last scenes there. Okay.
So
So
I'm
Ty
gonna do
doesn't get to go. Good.
no. So I'm gonna do one. I can do my first one, then I'll let
Take
you
turns,
and
now
then
go
I'll
again?
come
Okay.
back. Yeah.
We just skip mine altogether. You know,
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll just do two mine.
Fuck me.
So let me just go to my old synopsis here. First one I watched was a movie
Honestly,
that
I
came
could have
out.
mine done by now, just so you know.
I know. A father and son go on the run after the dad learns his child possesses special powers. I don't know
The
how
Road.
accurate that was, but I watched Midnight Special. Directed by Jeff Nichols, starring Michael Shannon, Joel Edgerton, Jaden Lieberher, Adam Driver, Kirsten Dunst, and Sam Shepard.
Wow.
Midnight Special.
Now this is in Tim's top 5 anticipated of 2016. Back to that
This is
episode.
number 1, I believe.
This was number 1.
No, this was Green Room was number 1. This
Yeah.
was like 2 or 3. This was high.
Way up there for you, eh? I'm also looking forward to this.
So you guys must be very interested.
I'm
I
waiting
have
on
to say.
bated
Please
breath.
keep it spoiler free.
Oh, it
Yeah,
was spoiler free.
for the love of God, keep it vague.
I liked it. I didn't love it. I liked it though.
You're off the podcast. Switty, go ahead.
Okay, I'm in.
Last scene.
Yeah.
Performances, I mean, come on, like you heard the cast. They were all spot on.
Usual suspects.
Yeah.
From his movies. Jeff Nichols, right? Sam Shepard, Michael Shannon.
Kirsten Dunst.
What else was Sam Shepard in?
Mud.
Mud.
He was in Mud?
Yep. Are you kidding?
I know that name. I can't.
He's like
What was he in Mud?
the old man. It's kind of a spoiler. His like relevant stuff at the end.
Right.
Come on, bud.
It's been a little bit since I've seen Mud.
Memory's a little muddy
But-
on it.
Yeah. Everyone else, Michael Shannon, like Tyler was telling me earlier that he's only ever seen him as, what did you say, Zod?
A
and-
Kangaroo Jack and Zod. That's
Sickening.
that's my Michael Shannon filmography right there.
Sickening.
Yeah.
Michael Shannon just knocks it out of the park every time he's in one of Jeff Nichols' movies, whether it's, he had a small part in Mud, but
Great part of Mud.
Shotgun Diaries, was it? Or Shotgun Stories? Stories, and Take Shelter.
Yeah.
Fantastic. No different here. Joel Edgerton was great and pretty, I wouldn't say limited, but not a huge, he wasn't given a lot to work with, really. I liked Adam Driver in it, too. Kirsten Dunst also didn't have a lot to work with, but also she was very good. And Jaden Lieberher, who I saw in St. Vincent last year. Were you going to say something, Adam?
No, I was wondering who that was, and I was like, okay, yeah.
He's the kid. Jaden Lieberher is the kid who played Alton. Kid was great. I think he was good. This movie though, it's hard to sort of quantify why I didn't love it. I mean, some of the sci-fi elements where you start seeing some of his powers. I didn't love it. I loved the interactions between the characters and like them like basically on the run. Like I'll delve a little bit into the plot.
Be careful.
Basically,
not a lot given away for this, right?
Yeah, I mean they're on the run, and
Fuck it, ruined it.
Michael Shannon is the father. Kirsten Dunst is the mother.
No.
Joel Edgerton is basically Michael Shannon's friend who's like helping them. Basically, that's the relation there. And Sam Shepard is the leader of this like religious cult, basically. And they, how do I say this? Basically, they like worship Alton, like the kid, and like take his like powers as like scripture. Basically, it's like it's hard. I don't want to say much, but and then they basically have the kid, and it's like a chase almost, and they're trying to get to this location for whatever reason that Alton is like compelled to go to this location, and that's basically the impetus for the plot. But there's not much given as far as the backstory. Like you just jump right into it, and there's a little tidbits of like what happened in the past, and they delve into a little bit of like their backstory. But I almost wish there was a little bit more there. But then at the same time, I understand why they didn't go into it, because it is about the story there, not necessarily about what happened in the past. But again, it's hard to get into without spoiling anything and getting into a spoiler discussion. But like I was saying earlier, I didn't love the sci-fi elements. There's something that happens like in the third act that was really cool. Let's say.
I think you said really bad.
Really cool. But some of the things that happen regarding like what his powers do, I was just like, I didn't love that. So
Wet noodle.
yeah, like it kind of fell flat, and I cared more about the relations between the characters. Like that was really well done. So yeah, overall liked it.
What are you rating it? Bad.
What did I rate it for Tim's sake?
Bang it.
It's hard. I'm gonna go heavy 3.
Let me just...
Heavy 3.
Heavy 3. Do you
Could be
know
like 4.
what type of reviews it's getting?
It has 85% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
And I'd agree with that.
Jay Cheel of Film Junk, shout out, 5 banged it.
Wow.
So people are loving this thing.
It could be Life 4. Maybe on a rewatch, it'd be Life 4.
Really?
I'm kind of flip-flopping between Heavy 3 and Light 4. I will say it felt as far as the comparison, it felt almost like a combination of like
The Mummy 2.
Not even close.
You know, kid, secret power. They gotta get to this place. Compelling to go there. Mummy 2.
That sounds a lot like the Mummy 2.
Anyone?
I honestly don't remember the Mummy 2. So.
Neither do I.
Thanks, Tim.
I'm drawing a blank, guys.
Someone's got my back. Thank you.
What I was gonna say is Close Encounters of the Third Kind,
Yeah.
and almost like E.T. also had a very similar vibe.
That seems much more fitting.
And I feel like Jeff Nichols was going for that, but trying to tell a more like personal, like human story to it, more about the relations between the characters, and I can appreciate that. And like I love the direction. I don't know if I mentioned the cinematography is amazing, absolutely amazing. Love the cinematography in this movie.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Jeff Nichols, his direction is so, I don't know, it has a certain quality to it where it just puts you in these places and you just kind of, it's places you don't normally see, like in Mud, it's like on the Mississippi and like Arkansas and stuff like that, and just those places in the southern states that you don't always see. And I don't know, it's just like that part was pretty amazing. So maybe I'm going Light 4. Maybe I'm going
You're
Light
talking
4.
yourself
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
I think we just let you keep talking for like another 20 minutes until you 5 bang it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a matter of time. Matter of time.
Jeff Nichols is one to watch out for. Do you think he's going to
Yeah.
make the jump to like blockbuster territory?
He's getting these
He's
bigger
great,
casts.
man.
The casts are just getting bigger and bigger when people are starting to realize what he can do.
Like,
So
because whenever I hear his name now, I don't know if you guys know. I don't even know if there's any clout behind it, but there's a big rumor that he was in talks for Aquaman. I don't know if you remember this. Did you guys ever see this?
That's interesting.
It was like down to him and James Wan.
Bizarre.
Yeah.
DC made the right choice again.
Ruthless.
I feel like Jeff Nichols declined that. I mean, they probably offered Jeff Nichols, and he was like, "You know what? I'm not gonna have control." You can tell all the movies he's made. It's all like original.
All creative
like
control.
He created it. It's not like a property that he feels tied to.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like that's his wheelhouse.
You have this creative power as long as you stay within our guidelines, kind of thing.
He's probably like, nah.
I know. I was very excited about it though. I was like, oh my god, that could be sick.
I could see him doing like a spin-off, like a standalone thing in some comic book movie universe.
Same kind of thing of like Edgar Wright, right? You know, it goes back to Ant-Man. You know, he can do this amazing, like you see, he can do this amazing thing, but stay within these guidelines. And we can see how well that worked, right? So what could have been?
Considering the development of that movie, it didn't work out well at all.
Yeah. So like you got to think of what could have been.
Yeah.
Especially with that.
Yeah. But he definitely directs relations between people well.
Mm-hmm.
He feels like an actor's director.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that he actually confirmed because I just quickly looked it up
in the banks
in my memory. He did confirm that he was in talks for Aquaman with DC, but he turned it down.
Right.
Because I was thinking like, there's no way he would even be in talks, but yeah, he was actually in talks. That's amazing. I wish he just did it.
I can see him doing bigger movies. Like bigger.
So he's clearly, that's something he's thinking about.
Someone's just got to give him that chance, right?
Does anyone know if he has anything in the pipelines right now? Or
he has that other one coming out this year with Joel Edgerton, Love, I think it's called. Or I don't remember the title, but
is that
Joel
the
Edgerton.
One with all the the sex in it that you see?
Yeah, Gaspar Noé?
Right.
No. Gaspar, no, it's not.
Loving with Joel Edgerton.
Right.
Love it.
Looks like it could be an Oscar-y movie.
Richard and Mildred Loving, an interracial couple, are sentenced to prison in Virginia in 1958 for getting married.
Yikes.
Is that based on a true story?
Starring Michael Shannon.
No.
Joel Edgerton. I think it's a true
we've
story.
seen set photos, haven't we? You guys...
No,
Nick
I haven't.
Kroll.
What?
He's going to play a racist.
He's racist
100%.
for sure. Yeah.
Wow.
For sure.
Big old racist.
Wow.
He's probably done the character on the Kroll show.
He's going to play a rat-faced racist.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah, rat-faced southern racist number one.
Wow. That'll be interesting to see.
I like Nick Kroll. It'd be interesting to see what he does there.
Alright. I think that'll do it for Midnight Special, though.
So for one of two.
What do you got for us this week, Switty?
All right.
Gonna get greasy on us?
Buckle in, fellas.
Strap in?
Yeah, strap in. Here we
Get
go.
the wetsuit on?
Here we go. Fuck you.
Get the parachute on?
Fuck you. After a string of bizarre bank robberies in Southern California, with the crooks donning masks of various former presidents, a federal agent infiltrates the suspected gang. But this is no ordinary group of robbers. They're surfers who are addicted to the rush of thievery. But when the agent falls in love with a female surfer who is close to the gang, it complicates his sense of duty. Whoa, guys. I watched a 1991 film, Point Break.
Now, question.
Yeah.
Alright, Idaho.
Did you mean to watch the remake and accidentally watch the original one?
Well, they didn't put the date on it, so I didn't. It was like a surprise. I feel like I'm slipping
Michael
into...
Payne.
Yeah. I'm slipping into Spanish Mexican somehow. I don't know. I did watch 1991 Point Break. Keanu Reeves, obviously the role he was born to play.
This is 91? Holy shit.
Yeah, right. No, it's weird.
Whoa.
Okay, next week I'm going to be 25. This movie came out in 91 when I was born. I'm 25 right now. He is playing, and Keanu Reeves was playing a 25-year-old.
That's fucking bizarre.
How weird is that?
Man. Wow.
Whoa. So obviously the role of Keanu Reeves was born to play surfer dude. Like this is his role. So starring Keanu Reeves, Patrick Swayze, Lori Petty, Gary Busey.
Fantastic.
Anthony Kiedis, lead singer of the Chili Peppers, was in this.
What?
Yeah. John C. McGinley.
Was he like one of
the 4 gang fucked members, like those like weird fuckers?
They had like a raid on the house and
yeah, one of those guys.
At
first, I saw him. I was like,
what's he from?
Is that Anthony Kiedis?
What?
And I was like,
Red Hot Chili Peppers?
No, it can't be. Because this movie's 25 years old,
it's
right?
Too bizarre to even consider.
Like, no, because Flea is in like a whole bunch of movies.
Yeah.
And so like, no, that can't be Anthony Kiedis. Credits roll up. Anthony Kiedis like, what? Crazy. But here, Franny, I'm going to show you something here. I want you to look over my notes. I just want you to confirm what I've written down for this. My notes for this. Okay.
Okay.
Read out what you see.
Last scene, Point Break, parentheses, 1991, dash, Gary Busey?
That's literally all I've written. Because, wow.
Gary Busey.
Wow.
I was blown away. I'm assuming this is pre-accident. I'm assuming.
Pre-head trauma.
Yeah.
Drop the pen, walk away.
I have never seen Gary Busey. Like, I've only seen fucked up Gary Busey.
Yeah. Asking me a question.
Yeah.
He's still pretty fucked up.
Titular. Just fucking blowing your mind. Like, just, that's the only Gary Busey I've ever seen.
Yeah.
This was amazing.
He's great.
He was amazing in this?
Yeah, I thought he was
great.
Who's seen it?
I haven't seen it. Adam has
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't seen it either?
No.
Oh, we should have watched it. You have, Scott, obviously?
I like the first Point Break.
Yeah.
I heard it's very good.
It was very good.
Gary Busey's great.
like
He's
the
the scene
director.
stealer.
I've seen the plane scene.
The skydiving one?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Isn't that's the remake?
No.
There's a skydiving in the original.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Deuce.
One reason
Awesome.
why I saw there was a Mythbusters episode about Point Break.
I'm assuming the last scene, like the second skydiving scene.
No spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the scene.
Okay.
Well, what they were busting was that they were talking, they were like yelling at each other
Yeah.
while they were falling. Like they busted that. That's how I saw that on Mythbusters first.
Yeah.
Because they were like yelling at each other while they were like falling and fighting skydiving.
Yeah, like having a
That's
full-on
like-
conversation.
That's not. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do
You
that?
can't. But when I finally watched it, it's fun. Gary Busey steals every scene he's in.
He did. Like that's it. Like he was
Really?
so good in it, and like it blew me away because I was like, as soon as I saw the credits roll of Gary Busey, I'm like, oh great, I gotta watch this schmuck. But he was just amazing
Early
in
90s
it.
Gary Busey is like really entertaining.
He was he was amazing in it.
Yeah.
I gotta see this thing.
You do. Like Sweetie's recommending a movie to you guys.
Wow.
Fucking Point Break, 1991, starring Gary Busey. Check it out.
I think it's Catherine Bigelow's first movie.
Yeah,
I love her. She's sick.
Yeah, they just so well done.
And Patrick Swayze is like compelling in this movie too.
Like nothing I'd ever seen before. Like I'd only seen him in a handful of movies.
He's just got swag
Yeah, it was just
in
like
spades. So much swag.
I gotta say that
Patrick
like
Swaggy.
Bodie.
this movie didn't go in the direction I thought it was gonna go. Like I don't want to say away too much. Like I from that like it went in like a weird like. In the way the synopsis comes around, I thought it was gonna go deeper. I thought like something else was gonna happen. I don't want to get into spoilers too much.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Can you confirm or deny that the like long-going kind of joke about this movie is true? That Fast and the Furious 1 is just a total rip-off of this movie,
Totally.
like in every way.
Yep.
Scott can confirm it.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah.
I could confirm that.
All right.
Yep.
Except with
that's what I've always
planes and skydiving, it is cars.
That's what I've always heard.
That is,
So
I
it's
never
true.
even thought about that.
Yep.
There you go.
Totally.
Because like whenever people are like, Fast and Furious doesn't suck, the first one's really good, the like response is, well, it's a Point Break
Yeah,
rip-off.
Have you
so-
seen Point Break?
Yeah.
Paul Walker is Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Vin Diesel is Patrick
Wow.
Swayze.
His sister is the ex-lover
surfer
or
chick.
whatever surfers do. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's Vin Diesel?
Patrick
Patrick
Swayze.
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 Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
I have another question.
Yeah.
Who's Johnny Utah?
Keanu Reeves.
That's Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And actually, really cool opening scene.
I said Idaho earlier.
No.
Johnny
Utah.
Idaho.
Nice
Damn
one.
it.
Nice one, sweetie.
Nice one, sweetie.
The opening scene of this, you see like he's like a fresh kind of recruit from the FBI kind of thing. So you see him just going ham on this course, like the shooting course.
Yeah.
You get you see like a John Wick kind of feel. Very cool.
Really?
Very cool.
That's funny because that video just came out of him going ham on that.
You see that. Like it's if they had just like aged him, like
so it's kind of like how at the opening of Fast and Furious 1, Paul Walker's going ham in that truck, like racing it around.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
So I have seen Point Break. Apparently.
Yeah.
The shit version.
Yeah, pretty much.
I pulled a Switty.
But I do like Fast and Furious though. So.
Oh well, that's.
Fuck you guys! It's fun for the whole family.
I like the first one.
You like Point Break then? Yeah. So rating this guy.
6 out of 5. Throw it down.
I'm gonna give it a heavy 4.
Shit.
Heavy 4.
Heavy 4.
I don't know if it's a heavy 4.
No, for me it was. You know what? I was playing around with like I'm gonna say medium 4. Okay. I just saw like disappointment flash over.
You mean 4?
Like I just saw like disappointment flash through Crane's eyes.
I think you meant to say 4.
Yeah, but like mid 4.
You misspoke.
Like in the middle, like not 4 as a group, like 4 right in the middle, medium.
Okay.
I'm tossing like I'm still pretty hyped from seeing it last night. So like it might come down a bit to like a medium 4, but
it's probably light 4 for me.
Yeah.
I just asked about the Johnny Utah thing, so I don't know if you guys remember in Whiplash when Miles Teller, the guy's like, "Sir, I'm ready to take a spot," and Miles Teller turns around, he's like, "Shut the fuck up, Johnny Utah." I needed to know who Johnny Utah was.
Well, actually, I saw it in like nice try, Point Break. It was a mean swinger, like from the Avengers. I was like, why does he keep calling him Point Break?
Who does he say?
Also happens in Hot Fuzz.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that scene. Yeah.
Or is it Hot Fuzz?
Hot Fuzz. Yeah.
What's the?
They were afraid to go up in the air and going No, I've not fired my gun up in the air and going
I guess just because Johnny Utah is like such a go hard, go getter, like upstart cop who's like just so excited to like just solve crime.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
John C. McGinley just knocking him down.
Yeah,
just knocked him down every chance he gets.
I love John C. McGinley.
Yeah,
I have no idea who that is.
Dr. Cox.
Dr. Cox on Scrubs.
Yeah.
Oh,
awesome!
I think I know.
Classic like hard boss, cop
piece of shit.
Boss.
Yeah, like constantly cutting you down.
Yeah.
He's pretty good. Yeah, no. See this? If you saw this movie, like, see it just for Gary Busey because he just stole every scene he was in.
All right.
Yeah. So just so you guys know, Gary Busey could act. He did. So
I'm trying to remember the movie he did with what's his name? Men in Black. The other half of Men in Black.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones with Steven Seagal on a boat as a cook.
Oh.
Did I talk
Under Siege?
Under Siege. They were like Tommy Lee Jones and Gary Busey were like terrorists basically taking over the ship.
Okay.
Gary Busey was like amazing in that too.
That was
like early 90s.
Pre-accident again.
No, his action was in '88.
It was in '88.
It was 88.
So maybe it just got worse over time.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
His accent was in 88?
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
Definitely got crazier with it.
Yeah. Just kept going. Whenever I think of, whenever we say...
He probably fell again in like 95.
Just made it worse. All like his physio and all of the work he did just went down the drain after that second fall. Whenever I say Gary Busey now, all I think of is that stupid Triceratops from The Good Dinosaur. It reminds me so much of Gary Busey.
No. It's horrible. That is horrible.
Tell me I'm wrong, though. Tell me I'm wrong. Any of you? No. All of you are silent.
Crazy.
Shut up. It's so him.
Wow.
Talking to birds.
You're
and
not right.
Thank you.
It's just a little bit fucked.
It's ruthless, but it's also pretty fucking accurate. Anyways.
Scotty, number 2.
I'll go ahead with my second last scene of the week. Getting Greasy, watched on the same day.
Greasy.
As Midnight Special.
Greasy.
And that is the latest film from Richard Linklater. Everybody Wants Some. A group of college baseball players navigate their way through the freedoms and responsibilities of unsupervised adulthood. As they just joined college, starring Blake Jenner, Zoe Dutch, Ryan Guzman, Tyler Hoechlin, Glenn Powell, among a plethora of other actors and
actresses. Am I supposed to know any of these people?
Ryan Guzman, if you remember, what was that movie with Jennifer Lopez, Boy Next Door, Girl Next Door?
Boy Next Door?
What was that?
Boy.
He was the...
I Like Your Mom's Cookies or something?
Yeah.
That guy?
Nice and Moist or something? Yeah. It was really weird.
Holy fuck.
Tyler Hoechlin is from Teen Wolf. Blake Jenner's from Glee. Zoe Dutch is from some Disney show. These people aren't known for much.
Okay. So I don't feel so bad then.
Yeah, I think Glenn Powell was in Expendables.
Oh, which one?
2, I think, or
Okay.
3.
What-
3.
Was it like when he gets like the new team together?
I don't know.
Do you know? Is he young?
Yeah, he's a young guy.
Okay, so it's the third one.
They're all college.
Wyatt Russell from.
Yeah, what's he from? I recognize him. I recognized him when I watched it.
22 Jump Street. He plays the frat guy that Channing Tatum becomes friends with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, this movie, I really enjoyed this movie. I think more than Midnight Special.
Wow.
It's such a different movie. And have you guys seen Dazed and Confused?
Yeah.
Yep, love it.
Tim.
Wow, really?
What?
I will not speak on this matter.
Why?
Tim has not, I'm guessing.
I've not seen it.
You freak.
Have you guys seen Boyhood?
No.
I do own both those movies. I've not seen either
I've
one.
not seen Boyhood.
No.
Is that how did I borrow Dazed and Confused from you?
Yeah, I think so.
You haven't even seen
It's
it.
very good.
You're loaning it out and you haven't even
So
seen
Tyler and Adam have seen Dazed and Confused. And have you seen Boyhood?
No.
I have. I like it.
You have. Okay.
Have you
Well,
seen
have
Boyhood?
you guys seen Tape from Richard Linklater?
No.
No.
There you go.
Let me...
That doesn't make you any better.
Alright, I'm off the podcast. This movie, according to Richard Linklater, is the spiritual successor to Dazed and Confused.
Yeah.
Whereas Dazed and
I've heard
Confused
that,
was
yeah.
set in high school, sort of showing the high school experience. This is about college and the college experience. And also he mentioned, I don't know if it was yesterday or something, quoted, in saying that it's also sort of a sequel almost to Boyhood in how...
Never mind. I haven't seen Dazed and Confused. I was thinking of Clean and Sober.
Holy shit.
I'm appalled right now.
So
Absolutely
you saw
disgusted.
a movie that was blank and blank. And you got them confused. Oh, God.
I'm speechless right
Some
now.
might say I was dazed and confused, guys.
Okay, so only Adam and myself have seen Dazed and Confused. Incredible, absolutely incredible.
Okay, you guys gotta be
What just
impressed I've
happened?
seen Clean and Sober, right?
Well, didn't we all watch it
No.
here?
I think we talked
He's
about
seen
it.
it already, actually.
Yeah.
Oh wait, right. Tim and Adam and myself watched it.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, what I was gonna say is that this movie starts off right where Boyhood ends, with the kid in Boyhood like just goes to college and like meets a girl, like literally that's how everybody wants them starts.
Obviously not the same character though.
No, but it's sort of like it's following that sort of arc, I guess. And this movie only takes place over like a weekend, basically right before class starts. There's like a countdown right when you start. It's like 3 days and 18 hours till first class or whatever.
I find he does this with a lot of his movies, like the trilogy Before Sunset, Before Midnight, and After Sunrise or whatever. I forgot the name of them all.
Yeah.
But those all take place over like a short amount of time. Tape takes place over like a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Dazed and Confused is like a single night or something, right?
I think
Is it
so,
a
yeah.
day? It's like a day.
Day
It's like a day,
going
right?
into
It's like 24 hours.
And yeah.
I don't know. I've
He's
seen
obsessed with time, as Anderson said from Film Ball.
it. Yes.
Shut up.
He's sort of, but I like that it's sort of, it's capturing a moment in time,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And I loved the soundtrack. Like, I want to buy the soundtrack. It's
Really?
amazing. Like,
That's so
one of the
wild.
best soundtracks. Everything was just fit so perfectly. And just so spot on. Just got you hype. Put you in, it was set in, I guess it was late August or like September of 1980. Like, so right at the end of the sort of disco era, because I'll sort of describe what happens. So Blake Jenner is the lead, who plays Jake, and he joins the baseball team, and he's like the former like star of his like high school team. But when he goes to college, he's like a nobody, basically, joining this like the baseball team. He joins into like the baseball team house, and he like meets up with all the other guys, and they sort of give him a tough time at first, but they all, you know, get along eventually. And everyone sort of plays their own sort of cliched part. Like there's like the stoner guy, and there's like the alpha male like asshole basically, and there's like the weird guy and like the hick southern like Texas guy, and everyone has their own like cliches to play, but the acting was great, and yeah, I love the feeling, because it was so relatable, all these things that happened, not like I was ever on a team or anything, but just the college experience of like how these guys are just, all they're focused on really is like getting with girls, and like I don't know, it just felt so relatable in the sense that I don't know, like these characters just felt real, and I really like. There's a couple like scene stealers, like Glenn Powell played this guy Finnegan, who has like longer like blonde hair and like a blonde mustache. I love how the look of everyone, like the what they were wearing, the costumes and everything were like spot on. Like sometimes when they do like movies are done about the 80s or whatever, it's like a fake 80s thing.
Yeah, you can tell they're going overboard with it.
Yeah, it's like so over the top, but this just felt like real. Like they weren't like trying to have like modern like haircuts, but like wearing like 80s clothing and like weird sort of anachronistic things about the 80s. But this felt totally like everyone had those dirty, disgusting mustaches and like the weird like haircuts, like long. It's like it's disgusting, but you're like, that's totally what people like looked like back then. So like that was like spot on. How it just felt real and relatable, and there wasn't much as far as plot, but that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of this movie. I feel is that it's just capturing a moment in time, and I like that a lot.
He did. I could argue that Linklater does that the best.
Yeah,
he's like a way better Kevin Smith. I feel like.
Yeah,
and I like Kevin Smith as a dude, but like I don't know, Linklater. I feel like it's like the Academy Award like level version, right?
Definitely.
Just makes great like hangout movies. Just hang out with like fun characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Zoe Dutch as it's kind of the way they treat women in this is pretty. It's from like that college alpha male point of view. Like they're all just trying to
say broad a lot. I feel like they say broad a lot. Maybe it's more 90s.
I don't know. I don't know if they said that. But yeah, it's very like women are objectified pretty like a lot in this movie. But then
bitches probably a lot.
Like Blake Jenner's character, he's sort of like a quieter, like more sensitive type, I guess. But everyone else is sort of like just trying to get girls. But then he like sort of meets this girl, Beverly, and they sort of when they you know, they have a little bit more to their relationship. So I like that it wasn't just so like one-sided like that. Like there was a little bit more. And I did like how they addressed every sort of facet of kind of like the cliques of the time. Like they go to a disco club and try and pick up girls there, and that worked the first time. Second time, not so well. So let's go to a country bar and pick up girls there. Let's adapt. And then next time, let's meet up with like some punks and let's go to like a punk bar and like a punk like rock show, and like it was just funny how they hit each one of those like cliche musical like clubs,
giving them all the old
and how they
try.
They just like adapted to like get girls basically.
That's amazing.
And it like let's go home and change outfits and like
oh god,
like it was pretty funny how they were so like single-minded in their pursuit of women. It was pretty hilarious. But that resulted for some great musical soundtrack choices in the different genres that they hit up.
Cool. Yeah.
And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna go 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5.
Shit, better than Midnight Special.
Better than Midnight Special.
I did not expect that.
Tim's just making a mess over here.
Just dropping shit all over.
If you heard stuff banging in the last minute, that's been me dropping stuff.
Tim, you can edit all that out.
Somehow you've like dropped so many things without even touching them. Like I don't know how you're not even touching these things; they're just falling all around you.
Your basement's haunted, Scott.
Yeah.
Basement studio is collapsing around us.
Yeah, I wonder when Richard Linklater is gonna like take over, like do a movie about like getting a job or something, like the next step in life.
Oh god.
Like a family, like,
choosing a career path.
Yeah, in the world of business or
Yeah.
something like.
A 1990
You mean like Bernie?
set movie.
Yeah,
First day at the
about
office.
corporate America or something. Like.
You could.
The guy quits and becomes a teacher at a school.
Interesting.
School of Rock.
Thank you.
PhD or like,
Okay, there we go.
we'll see.
Yes, he did School of Rock.
Rock.
There you go.
It's perfect.
He's touched like every facet.
Wow.
Potential rape in Tape. Just saying. You guys haven't seen it. It's okay. It's fine.
Wow.
Really rubbing that in, eh?
Let's move on into
You guys haven't
our
seen it? I have.
news topics of the week, and we got a bunch to get through, guys. Let's start it off then. Dave Bautista, was it Instagrammed? Tweeted?
Yeah, I think it was Instagram or tweeted. Yeah.
Basically, he posted a photo on social media of him holding a silver origami unicorn. Now, some might think nothing of this. Some might find great interest in this.
I post that of me all the time, so really it could mean nothing.
Yeah, weird fucking shit all the time.
You guys follow me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unexplainable things. Inexplicable.
We won't get into them. Check it out, you'll
Images.
see.
But those in the know that silver unicorn is from Blade Runner. And it's a very important piece of that movie. And some might read that this is possibly teasing his casting in Blade Runner 2. Also starring Harrison Ford, Ryan Gosling, Robin Wright. So...
You should mention his caption. Did you mention the caption or what he said?
I think very exciting news or something like that.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So possibly teasing his upcoming casting. Now, what do you guys think if he gets cast in Blade Runner 2? Are you okay with this,
Yeah,
Tim?
I think he'd play a good android,
Good replicant, you
good
mean?
replicant is the term they use in the movie, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Adam?
I agree with Tim. At first I was like, wow, that's kind of like bizarre, like when I just heard it.
Like, why?
I was like, yeah, Dave Bautista? I don't know.
Bautista bombing like Harrison Ford?
Oh my god. Amazing. 75-year-old Harrison Ford. I'm in.
Time to die.
Yeah, just what Tim said, like, just when you hear the name, you're like, that's weird. But then when I think about it, I'm like, yeah, he'd be a good replicant. Like, I was talking with David Kennedy. I can't remember his last name. David Kingston. And he was like, what? Really? But Bautista? What the... And I'm like, yeah, but what if he played a replicant? Like, he'd be kind of perfect. Because the way they use him in Guardians of the Galaxy and everything, like, he could be used well.
Yeah, just a big muscly dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about I'm forgetting his name now, which I should kill myself, but the name of the replicant who is getting interviewed in the beginning, how he can't fully talk
Yes.
like a normal human,
Screamy.
which is like perfect for
Just a
Dave
twitchy
Bautista.
bastard.
Who can we get who can't formulate a sentence like a normal human being who's been clearly pummeled in the head one too many times?
It came
Bautista.
down to Batista or Stallone. Like,
Yeah.
they were going
Yeah.
with both.
One of the
Hey, you know, I
Vin
just,
Diesel fucking
Well, like, even if you look at Mr. Hinks, was it, in
Yeah.
Spectre?
barely said a word.
Basically do that
Well, he
again.
said one word. That was it.
They say shit.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, thank you. That's my impression of Batista. Nothing.
Tyler, what do you think about this casting? Though?
Well,
I mean,
again, like, only having seen Batista do bizarre roles like Spectre,
Henchman, right?
Guardians, stuff like that, where he doesn't say anything, or when he does, it's just fucking weird. I think that, like Tim said, a very good replicant. Like you could see that.
Yeah. Yeah, off-putting.
Yeah.
I think Bautista has a good agent. I think his agent's picking good roles
The
for
casting
him.
is perfect.
He's
getting
not
the
trying
right
to
ones.
do more than what he knows he can do.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of obvious that he'd be a replicant, and I think it's good casting. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if he plays a mindless henchman hunting down Harrison Ford or whatever. You
Just
know?
can't stop, like, picturing Harrison Ford fighting him now. It's amazing.
Just get smashed.
Hopefully to be seen.
Or
And
will
like
be
Deckard
Gosling.
wasn't that good of a fighter.
Yeah, he got
in
wrecked.
Blade Runner, he got smashed, right?
Best thing about Harrison Ford, he's just a normal dude in his movies. Getting
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Like he had the girl save him the first time
Yeah,
he was
that's
fighting,
right.
like shoot the guy in the head.
Well, maybe
He was
it'll be-
getting totally wrecked, thrown into a car and stuff.
But wait, I think, won't it be Ryan Gosling fighting him for most of the movie? Because didn't Ridley Scott say Harrison Ford isn't in it till the third act?
Really?
Interesting.
I did not hear that.
And you know Gosling starring in it?
Yeah, Gosling is the...
Oh, I didn't know he was Gosling's starring in it.
Yeah, he's like the Harrison Ford character. I assume he's probably playing like a cop or something.
Interesting. Okay.
Like I'd like that'd be cool. Gosling hunting down Bautista.
Yeah, Bautista.
I could see them doing the interview at the beginning and like flipping it.
I could see because like obviously like spoiler, like this movie came out in 1982.
Spoiler alert for Blade Runner.
Like Harrison Ford like is a replicant, right?
Right.
Is that confirmed? Do we know that?
I hate that.
Do we actually? That's actually confirmed.
But that's what
Ridley
he said.
Scott.
It's
all
all
but
but
confirmed.
They said a lot of things.
Ridley Scott said he is.
Yeah.
Like flat out, like he wasn't like
flat
beating
out
around the
said
bush. He said Harrison Ford is
Do you
straight up
know
a replicant.
Ridley Scott?
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Beat around the bush.
He said he's a replicant. Yeah. Fuck you.
I hate that.
So I mean, the storyline I could see now that
Sorry.
now that we know that he's a replicant, and now we know that replicants are illegal to exist on Earth, basically.
Smokescreen.
I could see Ryan Gosling being a Blade Runner, hunting down Harrison Ford, right? And Bautista is getting in his way somehow.
Do you think
As a
it'll be
replicant.
like he's hunting Bautista and then he has to go to Harrison Ford and like ask him for like advice?
Yeah.
Like you're
There's so many potential
you're
things.
the
there.
OG Blade Runner. Like tell me the best ways to like do it type thing. I think that'd be
possible.
cool. Like passing the torch, kind of like Creed kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many possibilities there.
It'd be like a sweet like training montage.
Come on,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
Eye of the tiger.
So what you have to do is when you get grabbed by the throat, like make sure like you brace yourself when you get smashed into a car. Like you just gotta train for
Make
like
sure you have like a
fall.
female friend who's gonna help you out.
Yes, perfect.
Ruthless. Yeah, we'll see. And Robin Wright's in it too. Like we'll see. What
Who's
her role
that?
is.
Those announced
First
this
Lady
week.
on House of Cards.
Yeah, those announced this week. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see when Blade Runner 2 comes out.
To be
Get
seen.
hype. Our boy Denis
Denis.
Villeneuve.
Denny, let's go. All right, next news topic, and that is we're going to talk about the little Batman v Superman deleted scene that surfaced this week, released by Warner Brothers, titled "Communion" on YouTube. So let's get into it. This movie or this clip basically shows a government SWAT team basically breaking into the alien ship, Kryptonian ship. I'm guessing.
Yeah, one of Michael Shannon's best roles is Zod. His ship. I say that only 'cause that's only one of the movies I've seen him in.
We know.
That and Kangaroo Jack. Let's just
King
talk
and
about
Kangaroo
that.
Jack.
We discussed that. But they find Lex Luthor up to his chest in weird viscous liquid.
What looks like cranberry sauce?
Could be
Maybe. That's just
cranberry jello.
who could be.
But he's interacting with some weird monster creature with a bunch of cubes in front of him and spheres, and he gets broken out of his little conversation there by the SWAT team, and he looks a little angry at that. That's pretty much all that happens. Tim,
Here's a theory.
what's your thoughts on this?
I also have a theory, so I'm interested.
And maybe why it's been cut, what it means for the story. Let's get
I
into
don't know.
it.
We already spoiled Batman v Superman, so who gives a shit?
Yeah.
At the end, he said that he
Nice.
rang the bell and like he's mentioned that he's coming. So like Darkseid's coming or Darkseid, Darkseid's coming. So I'm thinking that like that alien, whether or not that was Darkseid, probably not because it doesn't really look like the character. But that could have been like some alien force from somewhere in
Minion.
the universe,
Yeah,
telling him like secrets
yeah.
and being like,
Basically,
Darkseid knows
yeah.
that you exist and he knows that Superman's there.
Do you think that this would have helped if it was in the movie?
No, this would have opened up more questions.
Like why?
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Tyler, what are your thoughts on that?
Okay, so this is a little out there, but
What's new?
stick with me. All right.
What's new with you?
Bizarro Superman.
Right?
Really?
No.
Okay.
So when whatever the hell that stupid thing was, it was like floating around and changing shape. It had like a weird like silver cube like around it, right? It looked oddly familiar to the cube that you saw when they opened up
Cyborg?
Cyborg's cube. So I don't know. Like,
was that confirmed? Did Snyder confirm that those are the same?
No,
it just looks like it.
It looks like that's the thing. Like, it's not confirmed.
Did Snyder confirm they were mother boxes or something?
I have no idea.
Something from the comics.
I don't know anything about Cyborg's history or his origin, so I don't know what the hell that weird thing was.
Yeah.
So, but, like, I don't know how the two could possibly relate just because I don't know either their origins well.
They're just like a cosmic cube thing that has powers that were used by like intergalactic gods and other crazy shit like that.
So I don't know. The two cubes looked oddly similar.
They got to be connected somehow.
That's what I'm thinking. So I'm not sure how it ties into Cyborg. Maybe like that's how he's tying it in with.
I don't think DC even knows.
Yeah, I don't think there's like we're gonna give them these cubes and like, oh man, this kind of looks like the ones for Cyborg. Let's just connect those two. Like it's a total like it's a guessing game with DC.
Yeah.
But thoughts? I don't know. What do you think?
Maybe what?
Maybe the two are related somehow.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Make sure I wasn't just out there.
No. Adam, what are your thoughts on this deleted scene?
My thoughts on the deleted scene? Haven't
given it much.
Well, I saw it. It's 45 seconds, all right.
Yeah.
Should it have been in the movie? Should it have been cut? What do you think about that?
I don't care, man. I probably not. No, I don't think it should have been in the movie because it just would have been one more question. You know what? Fuck it. It should have been in the movie because there's so many. There's so many like poorly executed like comic book hints that like what's one more? What's 45 seconds? Like Snyder, this thing's 2 hours and 31 minutes. We can't hit 2 hours and 32 minutes. You're cutting that fucking cube scene. Like who gives a shit, really?
I feel like they cut it, like Tim said, because it would have muddied the waters even more.
Oh yeah, we can't have that, right?
Yeah, I mean the waters were pretty crystal clear.
Yeah,
yeah.
The waters were beautifully clear till that point.
Because like that was the obvious like ringing the bell like moment where we physically saw it.
We physically saw him ringing a bell like that. Would have been it.
Was that him creating Cyborg? Did one of those float away and into like Cyborg's lab?
No, those. What that was? It was like a hologram thing, basically, but it was made of all those little.
So that wasn't them.
Cubes. No, it wasn't physically them.
It was like a hologram.
It was like an image of them. Basically. Okay. But how like that worked in the Kryptonian ship? Like, it's like a physical hologram thing. It's hard to explain that.
But, yeah, I see what you're saying, but that wasn't actually them.
No.
So they're out there on Earth somewhere. Is that what's happening?
Who knows?
No one. I don't have the answers.
Snyder doesn't know. Let's be honest. No one knows.
It's pretty frustrating that they don't know, like, what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, how Snyder just threw in the Flash time travel moment, and it's like, well, that's cool and all, but like they didn't actually plan that out. Like that was
because it happened during a dream.
Yeah. Yeah. That was decided in the middle of production. To put that scene in the middle of filming. He's like, oh, let's put that scene in just to, like, we're thinking about, then we can tie it in when we do the next Justice League movie or whatever. We can tie it in. But it's like, their lack of planning is disturbing.
Infuriating.
Yeah.
Your lack of planning disturbs me. Snyder.
Basically.
Well, I just quickly remembered in the old memory banks... They're referred to in the comics as mother boxes. You guys know this?
Scott
just said that. Yeah.
Right.
I think he explained it while your memory bank was rebooting.
That is what. Yes, I was mid-remembering.
I literally explained mother boxes.
The whole thing.
Yes.
All right. I wasn't paying attention whatsoever.
All-powerful cubes that do all-powerful things.
There you go. Calling on Darkseid. Get hype, boys.
It's basically like a.
I feel like you missed that entire conversation.
Much like the deleted scene, I don't give a fuck. I wasn't paying attention, but
it just seems bizarre that they released this deleted scene like less than a week after the movie came out.
That's
right? How fucked is that?
One thing I do have to say. That's what I was thinking.
Like, there's got to be a reason. It's like
how fucked is that?
Like, oh wait,
that's what makes this significant. I feel.
Have you ever seen that? I don't think I've ever seen that.
I feel it's like there's like oh wait, no, hold on.
2 days later.
We might want to use this quickly. Look at it quickly. We're in our next movie. We might use this. Hold on.
It's like they're trying to keep it relevant, and maybe people will like
and cut it at the same time.
Hey, let's go back and see it, or hey, let's see it because it's interesting.
Pretend this was in there.
Tim mentioned earlier on in the day about was it record drop-off from week to
Yeah, it
week?
broke a new box office record, which is the largest drop-off from Friday to Friday releases for a superhero movie.
Ruthless.
It drops like 80% on a Friday.
But it's doing well, and it did so well that first weekend, though.
It did, yeah. Made like 170 million or something like that.
Which is already made the studio money. Like it's already a financial success.
Profitable.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Sadly.
Incredible. My thoughts on the scene, though, like, yeah, I don't care. It's interesting to see visually what they.
But what does it mean, though? You know, like.
I mean, I know what it means, but it's a very simple scene. It just shows DC's inability to tell a proper story.
To execute, right?
Yeah.
They need to execute Snyder from the throne.
Let's move on to our next news topic, and that is the news that a script by Max Landis will now be a movie starring Bradley Cooper called Deeper. And it's about a disgraced astronaut who goes on a mission to an oceanic trench, which is apparently like a newly found oceanic trench that's supposed to be the deepest in the world. And he has a physical and psychological fight against mysterious forces. Quote. What are you guys' thoughts on this movie Deeper?
Deeper. Let me go deeper into my memory banks for what I was going to say. I'm very intrigued. Obviously, Max Landis is a bit like scary when I hear that he wrote it, because he has one good movie, Chronicle, that he's written. And like, did he really write it? He thought of the story. Did he write it?
He only has a story credit on it.
Is there any other writers credited?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Really?
Yeah, he has a story credit.
Okay.
I love Bradley Cooper. Huge fan. He's like probably my top 5 actors. So I'm excited. Sounds like Into the Abyss or The Abyss. The Abyss?
The Abyss, yeah.
James Cameron?
Yeah.
Sounds like that. I like that it hints at sci-fi. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, that seems fairly obvious unless he's fighting a whale or a squid. Right?
That'd be amazing.
A physical and psychological fight against mysterious forces. Direct quote.
And you know what? I even will say I like Max Landis's pitches, his concepts. So I watch him on movie fights a lot, and he's kind of been applauded for his ability to come up on the spot with really cool pitches. For
like interesting like spins on standard like stories, you'd think, but like a little spin to it.
Retraction.
What?
He has a screenplay credit as well.
On Chronicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, because someone says he wrote it. I knew he must have, like, written it.
Refresh my memory. Max Landis. I know the name,
we
but...
talk about him a lot.
Yeah, I know we do.
You know Lex Luthor in Batman vs. Superman?
Yeah.
That's him, basically, in real life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
Wow. Okay.
He's a screenwriter. He wrote American Ultra.
Okay.
That
right.
garbage movie you want to see with Sam Rockwell, Mr. Right, or Mr. Wrong,
yes.
some bullshit.
I gotta see that. Okay, yeah. No,
Victor Frankenstein. You know his whole filmography.
I've seen his whole filmography.
So you're a huge Max Landis fan.
Apparently. I'm super hyped for this, guys.
But it looks like this movie is going to be like similar to like a Buried, like it's going to be all about Bradley Cooper, like it's just him basically.
Which I like also.
Yeah. I'm interested to see.
Yeah, color me excited. Fuck it. I'm in.
Yeah. To me this looks like an interesting like sort of one actor movie where it's like all about him, like Locke or something. Is like going deep
Locke
underwater.
in a submarine?
Yeah. Basically. Maybe we get some other voices cast, you know, that he talks to.
Moon in a submarine?
Perhaps. We'll see what the mysterious forces are. Yeah, I'm in.
I want Tim's thoughts, because I know he's often very enraged by Max Landis.
Max Landis just bugs me because
I know.
he's a shit this
tears apart people's like movies, and he has like one good movie.
I know.
What was his one good movie?
It's very
Chronicle.
fair.
Chronicle.
It's
Okay.
very fair.
Which is an okay movie. I think it's an okay movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
it's not even like he's writing this masterpiece.
No.
Still, he's writing a like 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
And like what 3 or 4 like just schlock garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage crap.
Shit.
Now, as much as it
Junk
pains me to say
movies.
that, I do love me some Bradley Coops.
Oh yeah,
And you love me some sci-fi, don't you?
I do love sci-fi, and I do love limited storytelling.
Come on.
Locke is fantastic.
Right? Get hype.
And so is Barry. Barry's really good too. So yeah, I'm intrigued.
Debatable.
I am intrigued.
Excited even?
I won't give Landis that much.
No.
I'm intrigued by this.
I'm intrigued like Tim, but yeah, the Landis gives me pause.
Can I ask it like a bigger question? What do you guys, well, I guess, Tim, we know it'll probably bug you. What do you think that Landis is like the new hottest like screenwriter? He's going nuts. He just sold that massive script for Bright to Netflix. 6th highest paid script ever, $3 million, and now this. He's got it. I believe he's writing Power Rangers or something. He's like one of the writers on it, the new reboot. He's just
that's gonna be a good movie.
I just mean
bizarre.
the quantity of how many movies.
I think he's just writing his dad's name a lot right now.
I don't know if it's that.
So?
I think that he writes studio-friendly, like big, like movies like that.
It's true. Like I'm sure American Ultra like made decent money for the studio.
Like profitable scripts.
Yeah.
You know?
Eisenberg must love him. He's
Yeah.
been in his movie.
Yeah.
Played him. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I just think he's writing, scripts that studios like.
I think he has pitches that get studios like hard. I think he can walk into a room and be like, "Got a movie."
Sell them. He can sell a script.
It's called Chronicle. It's gonna be Blair Witch meets Fantastic Four. Boom. And they're like, "Okay, we're in." I got a movie, American Ultra. It's gonna be fucking Chuck meets Pineapple Express. Boom. And they're like, "Oh my god, we're in!" Like he has these crazy pitches.
I would still be in for all of these.
I know, well, here's the guy who's supporting.
Guys, if I had millions of dollars, I would still put it down for Max Landis.
Deeper. It's gonna be The Abyss meets Locke. Boom. Like he's definitely that guy.
Yeah.
Right. And then he writes them, and then the studio's like, "Fuck. Well, we already paid him. I guess we got to make this now."
Did you guys also see his latest directing credit?
I saw the trailer.
Ariana Grande's one last time. It's a 2015 video.
He did a music video?
What?
I don't know. But that's
Have you seen his latest haircut? He has a fucking mohawk dyed rainbow like color. So that's fucked.
Short action music. Earth will pass catastrophically through the tail of the comet Eurydice. Family and lovers all gather for one last time.
What are you reading?
Starring Ariana Grande.
Whatever you just said makes me sick.
I got a 7.5 already.
On to the next news topic.
Moving on.
And that is the news that Oscar Isaac is joining Alex Garland, who is the writer-director of Ex Machina, among other standout films, joining the film Annihilation, also starring Natalie Portman, Gina Rodriguez from Jane the Virgin, Tessa Thompson from Creed, which is a adaptation of the Southern Reach trilogy of films, although I do believe it's just the first book, which is a popular book series that came out a couple years ago. Tim, what are your thoughts on Oscar Isaac joining Alex Garland?
I'm very excited. Love Oscar Isaac. Love Alex Garland.
That's it.
Tessa Thompson was really good in Creed.
Yes.
I'm excited. Very excited.
I'm looking forward to this. Anything Alex Garland's doing now that after Ex Machina.
Come on.
Amazing. I'm in. I have read the synopsis, a brief plot overview of the book.
Hit me.
And it's basically, it's sort of in a not too distant future, and there's this area called the Southern Reach, I guess. It's sort of like, I don't know if it's irradiated, but it's like this like unknown like territory, and this sort of corporation government thing is sending these expeditions into it to sort of figure out what's going on, and they keep like losing the expeditions, and there's these 4 women that get sent: Natalie Portman, Gina Rodriguez, Tessa Thompson, I guess some other actress yet uncasted or named.
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Jennifer Jason Leigh, right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that forgot to put that in my little notes here.
Academy Award nominee.
So it's mainly about those 4 women. So Oscar Isaac doesn't have a... Well, we'll see.
Who knows?
I don't know. But he's not part of that main group. And his relation is... His part has yet to be stated. But, yeah, they go into this Southern Reach area and trying to figure out what's there, what happened to the previous expeditions, and it's sort of... It seems like a very eerie, like... Almost like H.P. Lovecraft, like horror, like weird sci-fi. I don't know. It sounds bizarrely like awesome.
Almost like Ex Machina.
Yeah. Your thoughts, Adam, on this casting?
I don't know how you
overall cast.
Well, just the movie in general. I don't know how you couldn't be hyped. Like, I'm losing my mind. Is this coming out in 2016? Do we know?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I'm guessing not. Probably 2017.
Well, it's at the top of my 2017 list then. I was going to say, I'm going to have to put this thing on my 2016 most anticipated. Ex Machina, amazing. Gave it 3rd on my top 10 in 2015.
Awesome.
It's an incredible
Great movie.
Alex Garland's first... Is he directing this movie, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pretty sure.
Ex Machina was his directorial debut. Should be great. I love, like, the sci-fi horror... like psychological thing of them like trying to explore this situation and probably go a little crazy.
Seems almost like Twilight Zone too. Like
I could see it being like a smaller scale Prometheus.
Yeah,
probably maybe even. I like Prometheus, but probably better.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. He wrote 28 Days Later.
He did, yes.
So like, again, like going back to that horror thriller, scary genre.
Sunshine. How did I not think of that?
Yeah,
it's very similar.
Yeah,
he wrote Sunshine.
Yeah, we know. So we know he's got the experience of something he's good
his
at.
wheelhouse.
It's right in his wheelhouse. Yeah, get hype. I'm in.
Something he's familiar with. We know he's good at.
Tyler, you in?
I'm in. You know, I'm not like again. I don't like. We don't know a lot. Like we've seen some of Alex Garland's. What we've seen, what he's done. Up and coming. How could you not be hyped for another
awesome
directorial?
Tim, did you give your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I'm super pumped for it.
Super pumped.
You better be. This is a preemptive 5-bang for you?
Yeah, preemptive 5-bang this.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah. Nailed down.
Probably snubs.
I'm intrigued. I'll probably read the books actually before the movie comes out.
Yeah, like Ex Machina, I'm sure it'll be snubbed.
It'll get snubbed.
Oh, yeah.
For Best Picture.
Yeah. We'll see.
It should look great. Visual effects winner, Ex Machina.
Yeah. Subtle.
It'd be great if you brought that same team together.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm in.
Some weird offbeat choreography for a dance. Bring that back in.
Yeah, just get a weird.
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac better have a dance scene that tops that Ex Machina one.
I'll be in. That's it.
Bizarre.
Sold.
We'll see how they fit that into this movie.
They don't even have to. They don't even have to. Just do it.
Moving on. Next news topic is the news that Jonah Hill will be having his directorial debut in a movie called Mid-90s, based on a script that he wrote, and yeah, he'll also be directing. Not much is known about this project, other than the fact that he's directing it, and it's about some kids growing up in the mid-90s, I guess.
Is anyone surprised it's taken Jonah Hill this long to direct something?
He's pretty young.
Yeah, but it seems like, you know, with all the headways made with like Wolf of Wall Street, working with Scorsese, like doing like Tarantino, like all this talent around him. You think like I thought he would have done something a lot sooner than this.
It seems like a natural progression, kind of like Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Like
2-time Academy Award nominee Jonah Hill directing a movie.
crazy.
Tim,
your thoughts then?
Tim's hype, I guess.
Do you think this is in his wheelhouse?
Yeah, this is like a mid. Yeah, I think so. Like a mid-90s. Like we're all because
that's when
kids, right? I think it's going to be.
How old is he? Like he's that age? Like
he's not much older than us.
He's gonna be about 30.
Yeah.
Like
at the most.
Yeah, maybe 29, something like that.
So literally growing up in the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of movies about kids in the 90s because 90s is not the coolest.
A lot of 80s stuff right now.
Considered not like the greatest like foot-stamp in a generation.
Well, no director's old enough yet.
That's the thing.
There's no 90s kids that are above like 30. Like,
True, yeah.
They're not even old enough to be able to make a movie about the 90s, right?
But now the people that grew up in the mid-90s now directing.
Like,
Jonah Hill.
I haven't seen it, but look at Dope. from what I hear, is like a 90s throwback, like 90s kids movie, right?
It is set in present time.
Yeah, but they're like worshipping the 90s culture and they're 90s kids.
Walkmans, pretty much. Walkmans. That's 90s culture right there.
That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Just Walkman.
I'll jump in. Love Jonah Hill. I think he's amazing as an actor. I know he's a really good writer, too. What is he? I think he wrote the Jump Street movies. Is that right?
I know he had a writing. I know he had a writing credit. I'm not sure if it was.
I'm hyped. I was shocked to see he's not in it.
Yeah,
that's kind of
really like taking it seriously as a director.
That's kind of cool, actually.
I respect that.
Yeah.
He's not like, oh, I have to put my face in this. Like, I'm only going to direct it just so I can have say over my own movie. No, like he just wants to tell a cool story. He doesn't care about being in it.
Yeah, I can definitely respect that, and I think it'll be interesting to see who gets cast in it, because obviously, like being a big, actor in Hollywood like Jonah Hill is, I'm sure he'll attract some talent.
He's like
his friends.
He's every A-lister's sidekick, like Brad Pitt, Leo.
Yeah.
He's got like A-list buddies now.
We'll see if he goes for like a more like unknown cast, but
I could see
casting unknown kids, kind of like how he was like unknown and like Superbad, like going into that.
The first movie he produced was Bruno in 2009. I find that kind of funny.
What?
Yeah,
Jonah Hill
produced Bruno?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
The hell? That's fucked.
There you go.
I'm looking forward to this. I mean, again, we'll see. It's pretty early on, but it sounds like something that he could excel at. It's not like out of his reach, like he's trying to do something too big. Yeah. And I like the fact that he, like you said, he is only directing. He's not like stretching himself too thin by. I mean, it take a lot to stretch him out, thin, but.
Jesus, that's two Jonah Hill ruthless jokes.
Getting all those roles.
2 episodes in a row. Savage.
But like at least he can actually just focus on the directing part of it, and not have to worry about directing and acting at the same time. So like that he'll be able to focus his energies on this directing part, which I think is important as a new director. I'm guessing. Anything else you guys have to add about that?
I'm hype.
Yeah.
Love Jonah.
All right, let's move on then. Some news now that most of the main cast of Sicario will be returning for Sicario 2, and that is Emily Blunt, Benicio del Toro, and Josh Brolin will all be returning to star in Sicario 2. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Does it make sense? Do you care?
Totally care.
Tyler?
Totally care.
Totally care.
Sicario, we all saw it.
Yes, we all saw it too.
Okay. Can't remember if you were there or not. Sorry.
Forgot you were there.
Yeah, I honestly, you don't really.
Phased you out.
Not a big, huge stamp on my life, but okay. Yeah.
Ruthless.
Very hype. Like I'm pretty sure we all loved Sicario.
Yeah.
To see the cast come back, the whole cast. I know because they've all got a whole bunch of. I know they've all got a lot of stuff going on. Brolin being a pretty big part of Marvel's universe. Same with
coming up, yeah.
Emily Blunt. I know she's upcoming, doing a lot of things right now.
What, high demand?
What's that? Yeah, very high demand.
Emily Blunt right now.
Del Toro. I know he's probably got some stuff going.
Not as much.
Not much. Got a couple things,
Collector here and there,
Collector, Star Wars, whatever. So,
looking forward to it?
Yeah, really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I definitely think we'll see more Benicio.
Yeah.
Now that he got that reaction where people really liked his character.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see where they take his character now that basically he got his revenge. Spoiler. Maybe there's some more people he needs to take revenge on.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to delve more into his character.
So they kind of let that pretty open, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot they could do.
And that's the thing, like it's the war on drugs and on gangs,
never
in Mexico. Like it didn't end when Sicario ended.
Yeah.
Like there's still a lot more they can delve into.
Especially like internally, like working with Del Toro and Blunt.
Yeah.
Like all three of those characters had a huge.
It wasn't
story.
necessarily tied up in a nice little neat knot at the end.
A lot of stuff to be explored there.
I mean, Tim, you've seen like Cartel Land. I think there's a lot more to be explored here, and
there is
for Sicario 2.
But at the same time, most of their stories wrapped up.
Is it?
Like,
To an
the
extent.
characters, not the overarching story of drug in the U.S., but like her story's pretty much wrapped up. Like, why would she go back to working with them after what happened? Benicio, like you said, got his revenge. Brolin's just like a contract dude, so I'm not excited for this.
Really?
No.
What?
Maybe it's her tearing it all up because like they have some very untraditional ways of doing their work. Maybe perhaps it's her.
He's coming back fully on board.
Is this your? Wasn't this your number one of the year?
So why do I want a sequel to a movie that doesn't need a sequel?
You're saying it doesn't need a sequel?
No.
I'll jump in if I may. Can I? Sorry, Scott. Can I?
I just want to say, sir, before you jump in,
I'll kill myself. Yeah.
this isn't a movie that
jump off a bridge.
Yeah,
Not jump.
thanks.
Yeah.
It's not a movie that normally gets a sequel.
Yeah. I feel like it's going to be not a very good sequel.
You think it's gonna kill
It's
it?
not common for this type of movie
Yeah.
to get a sequel, I think.
Like, what are you going to do? Like, call it like Sicario 2? Like,
The Revenge.
I don't know. I'm worried. I'll put it that.
It's gonna be called Tucario.
Alright, man.
The fact that Denis isn't... The fact that
Number
Denis
two.
isn't...
Sicario, but just the S is a 2.
The fact that Denis not returning...
Sicario.
Scared me.
Yeah.
Well,
Go ahead, Adam.
just jump in here.
Sicario.
Sicario, in my top 10 of the year, obviously. 5 Bang or Reno. I'm hype.
You're hype.
I understand the questions of the necessity of giving it a sequel, but I think it's cool to give something like this, like an original movie, a sequel, because we never see this. It's like every like big action movie gets franchised, like superheroes and stuff. Obviously, all get sequels. Why not give like a movie like this? You know, like an original movie, a sequel. I think it's unique. Yeah, like a thriller, like a Silence of the Lambs 2 or something. You know.
I'm gonna relate this to. I'm gonna relate this
a
to
terrible Hannibal movie?
Yeah, I just realized that as I said that. That example.
I'm gonna relate this to a series I know very well.
Okay.
The Bond series. You know, like what they've done is they've taken this character or a small group of characters and they've given it a new mission every time. This is something that you know, a war on drugs that will never end. There'll always be the war on drugs. Or like, you know, like there'll always be a story that has to be there. Who's to say like this will be like revolving around the same storyline? Perhaps this will be like a continuation of Emily Blunt's story. You know, like maybe it's her continue on with
like maybe not continuing what she did in Sicario.
Yeah,
but
a new mission,
her,
because she still works for the DEA, right? Like this is still
Yeah.
like there could be a new mission for her, like new stakes, stuff like that,
She
right?
gets to work with them again, or runs into them.
Yeah,
Or maybe she's going against like Josh Brolin, like
maybe he's flipped.
Fight against
Maybe
him.
like who knows?
There's so many like I wasn't 100 like I don't know. I wasn't in love with the very end of Sicario. Like it made me feel like I wanted more. And it felt kind of like
Unfinished?
Spoiler alert, like Benicio like walking away from her and everything after like threatening her. I want to see where that goes, and it kind of like obviously I still love the movie, but it almost kind of hurt it for me. I was like, wow, like that was like kind of awkward.
It felt unfitting. Like
It felt unfinished.
Yeah.
But now that I hear, I never thought in a million years they would be doing a sequel.
there'd be a resolution to that.
Yeah, now the thought of them doing a sequel, I'm like, oh my god, it's perfect. Like, really? Wow, it's like, great, I think.
Tim,
Wow.
I see your facial expressions
Oh,
changing
and
a
I
little
just
bit.
wanted to say, the producers were interviewed about this, and they said they wanted to focus on Benicio in the sequel. Like, that's the focus.
Yeah.
They,
I'm looking forward to that.
They want to, like, flesh out his character and where he goes. They specifically said we want to flesh out where he goes after the first one and like what he does. So I don't know how much Emily Blunt will be in it.
So you know, Josh Brolin funding Del Toro a little more. You know, like
I'm in for that.
yeah, and
Same
her,
writer.
Yeah,
Writer coming back.
her going back and like trying to stop him. Like who knows?
We don't know if Deakins is coming back, which he was a huge part, I feel, in the success of Sicario.
I was going to say we don't know if Denis. I thought that's what you were going to say.
Well,
That as well.
Don't
Obviously.
believe he is. I don't think he'll have time.
What's he doing now?
That's devastating.
Blade Runner?
Some
Blade
movie
Runner.
called Blade Runner. I don't know.
Never heard of it.
Me neither. Yeah.
I don't think he'll be returning.
That hurts. That hurts big time. But if they can get
Deeks.
someone good, like there's a
Get Jeff Nichols. What's he doing?
fuck him, get him in there.
Right?
Get
I don't know
fucking
who would be a good fit.
Guy Ritchie. Who knows? You know,
Oh god.
get him in there. It's a terrible idea.
Yeah,
Don't
we'll
do
see.
that.
Yeah, it's hard to just throw names out. as who will join. But I think Denis and
so unique. I can't think of someone who could.
Denis and Roger.
10 Cloverfield Lane. Toss him in there.
Sure.
Why the fuck not?
Wow.
Yeah, maybe they'll get like a younger like up and
upstart.
coming. Yeah, upstart.
Maybe they'll let the writer direct it. They have the writer returning.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What's his name? Did the camera work for a bunch of Nolan movies or whatever. What's his
Wally
name?
Pfister?
Pfister.
Wally Pfister. Let's just give him a shot.
Well,
Bomb.
Yeah. Well, writing is more of a storyteller thing than.
What I was gonna say is that Denis
holding
and
the camera.
Roger Deakins, they left like a framework, like something to start on, like setting the vibe and the themes,
Like
and,
a pilot of a TV show.
Yeah, and the cinematography, obviously Roger Deakins is legendary, but I feel like there's a framework there that can be worked with, that can be emulated in a sequel. Like not easily, but like there's something to work with there.
Yeah.
So at least there's that.
They got the footwork down. They can try to mimic that.
Yeah. Let's move on into our last news topic of the day, and that is not really the news, but some photos were released from taken on the set of Doctor Strange. And we saw Benedict Cumberbatch, we saw Chiwetel Ejiofor as Baron Mordo, finally, and we also saw Mads Mikkelsen as yet unnamed villain in the film. What are your guys' thoughts on the appearance? This is the first time we've seen the Doctor in full garb.
Full Sorcerer Supreme.
Yes, I think so. What are you guys' thoughts? And Baron Mordo and Mads Mikkelsen's character, obviously, this is the first time we're seeing them in their outfits, in their costumes. So, what are you guys' thoughts, Tyler?
Very hype.
Very hype.
Very hype.
Yeah, you like the look?
I do like the look. It's kind of. I saw like there was like a 7-second video that was released by one of the extras. It was just like sitting in like a cafe or something like that. So you saw like a little 7-second video of Cumberbatch walking up the street and like just like jumping. Like,
exciting.
Yeah, well, I think you saw like him in full sorcerer garb in like modern day New York or wherever. So it's just like it's like off putting. It's just like it's like you're trying to like it's hard to connect the two, but like he looked awesome. So,
what do you think about Chiwetel Ejiofor? You like his look?
Honestly, I don't remember his look. I'm gonna have to.
It's just green robes.
I'm gonna have to go through the memory banks to see if I can remember what he looked like. But
have you seen Mortal Kombat? He looks like Reptile.
Okay. I'm hype. I guess I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to give another peek. But Mads Mikkelsen looking fucking weird as shit.
Can't dispute that.
Yeah, like if you saw the photos, look at his eyes, terrifying.
Give that man some Visine.
Like that guy looks dry. So,
The opposite.
There's Visine for that.
Yes. I'm going to jump in. I mean, if you guys remember, during the filming of Age of Ultron, there were lots of set photos that came out. And, like, do you guys remember what Ultron looked like?
Yes.
Disgusting. Despicable.
Repulsive.
Nasty.
Not
use the word.
good.
Just
horrendous.
Tin can. Fucking.
Not
on
pleasing
someone's shoulders.
to the eyes.
Like, I was appalled.
It was like Turbo Kid. Just a torso launched onto someone's head, and someone was like walking around.
But then they fully digitally like replaced that.
Yeah.
That's my feeling on Mads Mikkelsen.
Just replace him digitally.
Yeah. But his eyes looked so bad. I don't know.
Oh.
Like I don't know. I just didn't love it at all.
Nothing.
I can see them adding something in the movie where like they're smoking or like brighter.
Exactly. And that's what I'm
you can't
getting
judge
at.
this.
That's what I'm getting at. Is that it's hard to judge. But judging those photos, he didn't look great to me. I was expecting Dormammu.
The
or
other
something.
guys didn't look great either. They're just like jumping around. Like they look silly, kind of being in like jumping around in cars. But it's because of like it's shot without the proper lighting and all that stuff, right? Like, it looks weird.
Yeah, like
they're gonna add a special.
I read one fan theory, that he is Dormammu.
Really?
And he's like burning his way out of this human vessel through the eyes and that's why his eyes are all smoky.
So Mads Mikkelsen is just
a vessel.
smoke screen. Vessel.
Can you guys maybe fill me in? What is Dormammu?
He's like a big baddie for Doctor Strange. Basically just a demon, fire demon, evil devil, basically.
Okay.
In the comics.
Okay. It's like a Balrog.
Basically he's a Balrog. That's a good explanation. I don't know too much about Doctor Strange.
Isn't Chiwetel Ejiofor the villain? Isn't he Baron Mordo?
Well, Baron Mordo is another classic Doctor Strange villain, but I think they've said that he's not necessarily a villain.
I think it's one of those things where it happens later on, because I know that he is a villainous.
So or didn't they make him like an amalgamation of other characters or something? Or who's
perhaps the Baron Mordo in the comics was like Doctor Strange was trained by the Ancient One.
Right, I know that.
And Baron Mordo was also trained by the Ancient One.
Right.
So I have a feeling they could, they're going to start out as buddies, like trainees side by side, and learning the ways of the Ancient One.
Classmates, if you will.
And then I'm sure Chiwetel Ejiofor, Baron Mordo, will get corrupted at some point and turn to the dark side.
The Force.
I mean, that seems like a natural thing, but it might be in what we're seeing because they're side by side in these photos.
Yeah.
Well, I'll chime in on the photos themselves.
Yeah, go ahead, Adam.
I mean, obviously they look like shit, but you can't, like, every movie, like, spoiler alert, every movie looks like shit when you take a picture of them filming it on the fucking side of the road, right?
Yeah. Like
Suicide Squad, those photos were embarrassing, and when you see it on film, it doesn't look bad.
Looks totally different.
Yeah.
I just want to jump in on, like, I love Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Perfect casting, in my opinion.
The exact same.
Yeah.
Like, he is Doctor Strange.
This is such a different character, a different story. It's going to be exciting to see.
This was on my top 10 most anticipated of the year.
I think it was up there for me, too.
Like, I'm super hype.
Like, you took the concept art, like they took, like Photoshopped faces of Benedict Cumberbatch and, like, put it on Doctor Strange, and you could have sworn that it was, like, out of the comic books. Like, it was perfect.
Yeah, there was, like, fan art before any official thing came out.
He was even cast, and it was perfect.
And then the official stuff came out, and it looks the exact same.
Yeah, you think it's like set photos. Like, it's perfect.
He's got the booming, deep voice, like that commanding, scary voice.
I'm sure he'll have, like, the spell casting, like, hands.
Yeah.
Like,
he does something in that
throwing spells out.
Where he's just hands up, and like, they're going to be adding in something going on there.
Something fucking cool.
I'm in.
We're doing some Scarlet Witch action.
So hyped.
They have
energy beams or something.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Pretty incredible, like, level of actors. Like, Chiwetel Ejiofor and Benedict Cumberbatch. That's a crazy one, too. Mads Mikkelsen. My boy. Shout out.
Tilda Swinton.
Oh, my God.
One of the best casts in the...
That's pretty amazing.
Marvel movie so far.
I'm blanking on... what's his name? He was in Steve Jobs and that Coen Brothers movie. Where he's in...
Oh, yeah. I know. Michael Stuhlbarg.
Yes, Michael Stuhlbarg.
He's in this?
Stuhlbarg. Yeah, he's in it. I think he was a doctor.
He's awesome.
Might be the doctor that tries to fix his hands.
In Boardwalk Empire, he's fantastic.
Okay.
Alright.
He's also in Blue Jasmine, which I watched today.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm
looking forward to it.
Super fucking hype.
We'll see when they add all the post effects. I'm sure it'll look amazing. I'm looking forward to a fantastic visual experience with this movie.
Yeah.
Experiencing different dimensions. Still very intrigued as far as Mads Mikkelsen's character. Still slightly on the fence, but obviously we'll find more.
Yeah, to be announced. Just
for sure. All right, I think that'll do it then for episode 39 of the Up Real Late podcast.
You can follow us on Twitter at UpRealLate, and you can find me on Letterboxd at UpRealTim.
You can find us on the Facebook at Up Real Late Podcast, as well as on Instagram at Up Real Late Podcast. Find me on the Twitter at Mogi6, MOGEY6, and on Letterboxd at UpRealTye. TYE.
Oh.
Fuck off. I was not finished.
Sorry.
TYE. You may go now.
Thank you. You can find me, Adam, on Twitter at Franey25, FRANEY25, and on Instagram and Letterboxd at UpRealAdam, Real, like a movie, real.
You can follow me, Scott, on Letterboxd at Upwheel Scott. You follow me.
You good, man?
It's late.
I'm good.
Stop drinking.
Are you asleep?
Up real late. And also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Alright, guys. Keep it real.